I went to the doctors last week, and I said I've got a bit of a problem with me hearing. And he said, you coach the U15s down at Bishop Auckland. I hadn't realised until tonight that Gary and myself have so much in common. I have the best supporting. And also, I have one of his sons with an attitude as well. Okay, so last year I spoke about the under-14s as it was, and the step change that they've made throughout the year. You know, it's great, isn't it, when you get older, your mind thinks you're quite fit, but your body kind of goes a little bit. And, I printed this out and I can't bloody see it now. So, I spoke about the structure and how well we'd done, and how we'd progressed, and how we had to move that on throughout the year. I speak on behalf of Michael and Lee for everything for tonight, so I'm just a spokesperson there. But the last 12 months really for us as a group and as a team has been significant. We took that step from under 13s to 14s, and this year we've just continued it on. It's been a little bit of a strange season for us, and I'll explain that a little bit as I go on. This weight's a bit smaller as well. So, the fact that I'll go into some statistics first, just so we know where we've gone from a playing point of view. We lost 8 games. So, and we won 13. So 62% success rate. It's the best rate that we've had. You know, year on year, it's the most games that we've won. So really positive. The issue that we have with the season is the fact that in the first 15 games of the season, we won 13 of them. So we were on high and we were flying. And you know, I had a bit of a challenge with the coach of the first team, Steve Colwell, in the fact that we'd only been beaten once and he'd been beaten once, and we were trying to keep that succession going, or keep it going, but we obviously slipped a little tiny bit. The issue is the fact that, you know, I said it's been a strange season. In the last 6 games, the 6 games that we lost out of the season. Now, one was a touring game, one was a rearranged fixture against Middlesbrough. That was quite difficult. But we had 4 games in there that we lost, which I would think are difficult games for us. But it's 4 games that are 4 teams that are the top of this whole county. Yeah, the whole county. Of which, when I was younger, all the years that I've been playing rugby, I would have just loved to play against those teams. And yet we compete with those week in, week out. Yeah, so we have 4 defeats, but they're against those top teams, and those top teams that actually got to the County Cup final. Yeah, so we're there and thereabouts. You know, we're right at the top. Little tiny steps that we've got to take now, and we're there. I think the positive thing for me is the fact that we'd had 15 games and only lost a couple of times. My worry was when we started to get, or when we got a team that beat us, how we would react to that. And that's always difficult. And it's a learned lesson, and when you're young and you learn those lessons, you know, it's just as important as when you win, yeah? So how we get beat, and how we get beat well, and how we react to that, and how we work over this summer now, is the positive for us all, yeah? Just some more statistics. Points against us were only 320. So we only conceded 320 and we scored 600 points. And in that 600 points we had 98 tries. So again it was a continual record for the team of tries scored. For me, some positives is the fact that we had wins over Mowden, West Hartlepool, Hartlepool Rovers and Acklam, but big wins over teams last year that we struggled against. The likes of Sunderland that we won, the likes of Blair, Westoe, and in the Super game, I hear because I wasn't there, against Wensleydale away. I hear about that every week. I wasn't there. But you know, those are the steps that we've taken where we struggled last year and you know, we won them this year. Just another point as well is in the fact that the 6 games that we lost, You know, we only conceded 150 points, we scored 90. It was 60 points within 6 games. So we think about it's a little bit of a negative towards the end of the season. They're the top teams in the area of 6 games getting beat by just 60 points. It's nothing, yeah? So let's bear that in mind when we work this in. This year also a step for us is the fact that we nominated some players to go to the county, for county trials, and we actually put 11 players through. So we had a few calls about that, and we were questioned as to why we were putting 11 through, and we said, well, we've played 15 games and won 30, and there's really no team that's as good as us, so why shouldn't we put 11 through? Comedy, yeah. So, and you know, well done to all the lads that went on that night. You know, it's a difficult session to go to. You don't get much time to shine. You get the ball, you don't get the ball, is the difference. But so everybody that went through did Bishop proud, so well done. For all the lads that didn't get the opportunity, I'm sure that's going to come in the future. Special well done to Ed and Connor who got through to the final stages. So congratulations that you didn't get into that team, but congratulations that you got there and stick at it, yeah. Just some more data there with reference to the players' data. Top try scorer this year for us was Ed Stringer with 22 tries. Closely followed by Adam with 20 tries. Sam with 13 and Jack with 10 tries. Our top point scorer was Jack Hamilton. Jack scored 143 points and he actually kicked 42 conversions. So I mean 70% of his conversions that he actually kicked. Yeah. So you know, I say about Jack and his attitude, and out of all the lads in the team this year, me and Jack have had lots of conversations, and the conversations is the fact that he has that ability. He has that ability and he knows that, so let's push that on, Jack, yeah? Well done. So, little summary sheet. Growth, we've got more players than we've ever had, and that continues to grow, so well done. As a structure, that's really forming really well, and let's keep that going throughout the summer. With reference to friendship, it's a super team, yeah, and well done to all of you for that. So we've won more games than we've won any other season. We've scored more tries and more points than we have any other season. And we've had people in county trials, which is fabulous. We go to the County Cup semi-final. Last year was the final of the play, but this year is the semi-final of the County Cup. And you know, being by a good, strong Billingham side, which we're not too far away from, but that's where we are. And the gap between us just gets ever closer, so let's work on that. Issue is this summer, let's get physical and let's work really hard. Okay, thanks. Thanks obviously we mentioned before just to the refs. Peter, Mark, Andrew, Paul, Simon, all have helped us out on this. Thank you very much for that. First leaders, like Gary said, really important. So to Michael, to Angela, to Angela for our first aid, and thank you very much. I'm the brownie. I see that. I'll say that again because I forgot to thank last year, so I've said it twice. Thank you very much. So Angela, if you'd like to pop up please. Thank you. Also, I'd just like to thank for those things that we remember in the future. You know, the photographs that are taken for Sally, for Phil. You know, many thanks, Sally. Excellent work. also as well, you know, for the write-ups, like we said, that are really important. You know, I look forward to nothing more than on a middle of the week when I get those write-ups of the game. Because like Gary said, you're so wound up in the game that it's nice to reflect back on it when somebody else is viewing it. So Michael, I'd like to thank Michael as our team manager. It takes a lot of organisation, and also with the work he's doing with Crystal. I say I speak on behalf of Lee and Michael and myself, but you know, to Lee, he works a lot with the club, he works a lot, he's pushing first team, he's in first team, he's in second team, he's down at committee meetings, he's a lot for the club, and he also puts a lot of time and effort in to the under-15s team. And I think also that connection, like we said, that connection between senior teams and also with a junior setup, and also the fact that he has that age connection, that he's a bit older than me, but that we're close to him. It is important, it's really important. So Lee, all the way. Okay, so just to touch on our tour, again, to Michael and Tally for organising it. Again, if I think of, you know, my history with the club, some of the most special times that I've ever had here on tour, and those are the memories that you'll always remember. And then when you get together as friends in 3 or 4, 5, 10, 15 years time, you talk about those times, and I'm pleased that we started that, and long may it continue.
What goes on tour stays on tour.
What goes on tour stays on tour. Apart from Klaus here, you know, we had a mascot. We had a mascot that Chris was nominated to look after, and he did. Apart from a couple of times, he did a really good job for 2 days. For 2 days, he looked after it really well. But you know, you think of a gnome in the bottom of the garden like Fred Frank. You know, maybe an old name, Klaus Jibber Jabber II. Yeah, so only Chris could think of a name like that. But when we get into the tour, Michael, I think also as well for me is the fact that over the last couple of years, it's one thing that I haven't focused on so much is the fact that we talk about the supporters. And for this year, for me, it's kind of really come to the forefront of my mind, and the fact that we see so many people and the travelling support that we have. Is many times been more than the opposition at home or even away. When we're in away games, we have more people there watching. Definitely more vocal. There's definitely a few people in the supporters that are more vocal than others. And to everybody that turns up, you know what I mean. We talk about this group of people here becoming friends and enjoying the times that they get together with down the club. And the fact that people and supporters and mums and dads and parents, you know, can come down and have a good time as well is critical and important for me. Also as well, I just wanted to say the fact that we hadn't seen Gordon for a while. You know, he went through a difficult time then. Yeah, it's good to see him back here. So the one who supports, keep it up. Well done, and thank you very much, yeah? Right, so we'll go on to the awards. So, most improved player. Can't see anything now. Wasn't too still. I know you do with glasses. Right, so most improved player. Somebody that's relatively new to the sport, quite green in a few areas, but massive amounts of talent, massive amounts of strength and pace, and somebody that's really shone this year. And I mentioned before, with 22 tries, it's Ed Stringer. a little tiny bit, and I'd like to give our captain a trophy and award. You know, for Seb, this year you've been captain same as last year. Just for everybody, you know, I don't think I've met anybody that is, for his age, has so much maturity as Seb. There's a lot of respect for the players, for the coaches, for the parents. He works really hard in training on the pitch, and he's always 100% focused. So, Seb, well done. So also, for all those reasons that I've just said, Seb also gets the Coaches Player of the Year as well. So Players Player, really important. You know, it's we've said it before, we'll say it again. It's voted among the whole team, your friends. You know, the vote for who they want to get this award. Somebody on the pitch who puts loads of effort. His fitness is amazing. He gets up out of the park well. Never shies out from a tackle on his legs there. And I'm really pleased to announce it's Nathan now. That's it for me. I just want to say I look forward to over the summer. Training starts on a Wednesday, even now it started. Yeah, and if we can all get something for you, throw it at your back.